Hello and welcome! I'm Leveling, here today as your lapdog in a latte. And we are back again with some teamfight tactics. How is everyone doing? I hope you are doing well. My ADHD has been absolutely kicking my butt the past couple of days. So that's been been an experience. My brain like desperately wants to do things, but it's never what I'm doing at the moment. I like the dog. I like the dog too. It's quite cute. I sort of use it when whenever I have like a one-off stream that I'm not really planning on investing time into. The League of Legends World Championship happened this past weekend. Well, the finals, I suppose. Oh, jeez. So many Jaces. Infinite Jaces. It was a good finals. It was a good finals. So the two teams going into it were T1, formerly known as SKT, which is like the League of Legends team, and they have Faker, who's like the League of Legends player. What am I doing with myself? Hunters, sleight of hand. Molten caramel. Interesting. Sure, let's go with these gloves.
Time out. Gotta sharpen my lamp.
I'm just gonna slam this, because why not?
No one escapes my bow.
Guess we'll toss in some shapeshifters. Call that close enough for now. And the other team in the finals was BLG, which is a Chinese team, and specifically it is a Chinese team of all Chinese players. So historically, while China has won several world's titles, the teams that have won it have always had some number of Korean players on it, and Korea is sort of like the strongest region in League of Legends. What am I doing here? I don't know. This is fine, I guess.
I demand tribute.
Hey Tom, how's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Imagine if I had a real weapon.
Sure, why not? Just toss some stuff in,
Here goes everything.
and it'll probably be fine. So there was a lot of hopes for the Chinese team that made it to the finals for the League of Legends World Championship, because it's also been a couple of years since China last won, and that, along with the fact that the roster was a full like native Chinese team, there was a lot of expectation. Maybe not expectation. There was a little bit of expectation. Hey Sue, how's it going? And the series went to a full 5 games, which is always good to see.
Keep still. Keep still.
Because it's nice to have very competitive series. But it was interesting because the first few games were all very one-sided in that one team took the lead early and then just kind of maintained it the entire game. But because it alternated which team won the games, it still made the series feel close, even if the games themselves did not feel that way. And then in game 4 and 5, Faker just put on like some of the hardest solo carry performances I have ever seen. It was pretty nuts. Alright, what am I doing here? Oh, I'd take the Hui if I can get that. That's juicy. And today is my 50th day streak on fitness boxing. Heck yeah. Good for you.
Moving, please. You'd make a great still life.
Nico back in her Nico scan.
I'm very proud of you for your consistency. It is a very difficult thing to do. I keep meaning to run, and then because my ADHD has been kicking my butt the past few days, I just haven't been able to get myself out. Today in particular, I was like, oh man, you know what would help me feel a lot better? Going for a run. And then I just didn't. That's just how the ADHD brain is sometimes, huh? Speaking of fitness boxing, I've been listening to a bit more Hatsune Miku recently. It's a good time.
Who wants a piece of this?
Thank you. I saw some people with 1,000+ day streaks, which is crazy. Wait, has the game been out that long? Dang, that is nuts. Where do you typically run? I just do a circuit in just like around my neighborhood. There's a so as part of the incentive to like get myself out the door, because you know I don't necessarily find running itself enjoyable, which I think most people would understand. So in order to incentivize myself to get out and run, I use running my running time as like practice time for singing. So I've got this path that, for the most part, as much as possible, it avoids like more populated public spaces, I suppose. Is this this is looking like a blasters shapeshifters kind of a game?
Gotcha.
I don't know, maybe portals? I don't know. We'll see. We'll play by ear. Well, more shapeshifters. We like that. Guess I'll pick the Rumble for now. Nico's probably stronger than the Elise for the moment. If you win your next player combat, gain 3 gold. I'm down. I think I'm happy to just slam the Jeweled Gauntlet on Hui. I've been listening to a bit more Vocaloid music recently. Is your neighborhood walkable or do you run on the roads? My neighborhood is fairly walkable. All of the places that I run either have sidewalk or like paved trails. And there is a section where I'm running along a road, but the like sidewalk itself is pretty wide. So I never feel like I am in imminent danger. I guess is the best way of putting it. I guess I just toss this, slam the items. I've also been listening to Vocaloid music recently. Really? Which ones have you been listening to? Part of what got me started on this is recently I've been sort of like thinking about what next steps I want to take for like these YouTube projects that I've been working on. And part of me just wants to, I think it's always been sort of like in the back of my mind. I've always sort of been angling at like, oh, I want to make music, which is why all of my projects are, music adjacent. So recently I've been had an interest in like maybe producing or something like that. So I've Hatsune Miku covers an auto-generated YouTube playlist because music streaming isn't blocked at work, but is blocked at work, but YouTube isn't. Oh, that's an interesting choice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. people do a lot of cool stuff with Vocaloid. So in my sort of like entry investigation into music production, I was just sort of going down various YouTube rabbit holes, and I stumbled across this one video. I think I want this Nasus with the belt if I can get my hands on it. I found this one video that was really interesting. It was like this person was basically like I really love Mafu Mafu. Mafu Mafu is a they used to be
Keep still.
and Uta Ite.
Back in her Nico
That's sort of how they got
stand.
their start. So Uta Ite is a term for people who would make covers of Vocaloid songs. So Mafu Mafu, they got their start making covers of Vocaloid songs, and then eventually became a producer in their own right. And this person was like, I really love this person's music. I resolve to make a song in the style of Mafu Mafu. And then the video is a half-hour long video that chronicles their journey, which takes over a year, in which they because when they first start they have zero like musical theory and or production background.
Who you calling little?
And then the entire project is them like trying to learn all of the skill sets required to produce a Vocaloid song. And it was really interesting because, you know, a lot of these skill sets that they have to deal with are ones that I've had to deal with in my own musical project journey. So they talked about like their frustrations with mixing and how it's really difficult because you just like have to have the ear for it, and the only way to develop an ear for mixing is to spend time mixing. So it's like when you first start out, you watch other people. How much? Okay, probably the blue buff. So when you first start out mixing and you're like looking at mixing tutorials, a lot of times people will be like, oh, you know, you fiddle with this setting, and when you change the setting this way, it sounds like this, and when you change the setting this way, it sounds like this. And then they'll give you examples of them actually fiddling with the setting on a specific sound. But the problem is that they like, if you don't have the ear for it, you can't identify what they're actually
Mistake is a lesson.
trying to depict. You just watch them change the setting, you listen to the before and after, and you're just like, these sound the same to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I just felt very seen in that moment. But their process, their approach, I guess, because they specifically wanted classic taste skills gap. Yeah. Except that like with mixing, it's really weird because you don't, depending on your ear, when you 4% max health, Randuin's poem, both these are really good for this team. I think I would rather go the I may come to regret that, but that's fine.
Back in her Nico scan. Wanna see the
Blaster.
fireworks?
That feels a little bit wrong, but that's okay.
Keep still.
Oh, that's another
Dragon
shapeshifter.
nears.
I'm at 3 shapeshifter. I could be at 4 shapeshifter instead, I guess. Too slow. That's okay. We deal. Because when you first start out, like, you don't even necessarily know. It is difficult for you to identify what is like good mixing versus bad mixing. Maybe if you have enough of a music background, or like you were an audiophile. Reminds me of the time I told Kevin that Skull Candy headphones audio sound perfectly fine compared to his 1000K sound or 1K sound system. I have no ears, it seems. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is just like difficult to wrap your head around. 5 shapeshifter, 4 shapeshifter, 3 blaster. Sure. Let's go with that, I guess. Do I want to level to 8 so I can put in 4 and 4? Probably. Long term, that's probably what I'm going to aim for. Yeah, so if, you know, if you have like that audiophile background where you very much care about the way that things sound, then sure, it's possible that like you've developed the ear for it without like specifically interacting with that skill set, without like actively mixing. But barring that, it's like it's not something that people are accustomed to thinking about all that much. I still want a belt. I can get my hands on it. This Callista here. And it's so interesting. Like, I'll go back and listen to things that I've mixed, and then just be like, no, this was definitely bad. Sometimes it's like, oh, you know, I can tell that it's bad, and
Stop moving, please. You'd make a great still life. Keep still.
oh no, too many dudes.
Magic coming at
Sometimes it is like, oh, I can tell that it's bad, but I don't know how to like make it any better. Off this, we want this instead, I guess.
ancient magic words.
Is that? Okay, so I'm 2 off of Jace, 2 off of Hui. Now that I think about it, I can't imagine what a bad mix sounds like compared to a good one. Yeah. For me, when I first started out, I definitely had no idea. Like, I had, you know, I've had similar experiences with, like, not being able to tell the difference between good versus bad audio equipment. One of my friends is an audiophile, and they had gone through this process of
Back in her Nico skin.
okay, I think I just need to level here. Let's just level, toss in the Swain.
The dragon nears.
That's fine. Where they had requested like really good headphones to like trial from a company. So while they had it, they let me try them on, and they were like, you need to turn the sound up like pretty loud in order to appreciate the difference. And I was just like, I would never listen to music this loud. So I don't think this is for me. I don't need this Tristana, do I? Oh wait, I did? Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess I do need the Tristana. I'm silly. And even now that I've curses. Shoot. How do I want to do this? Maybe I just give on the Jaces. That's probably fine. Give me a belt. Nice. Like fancy wine, I don't want to get into good audio. Very fair, very fair. It is definitely definitely a commitment. And even now that I've, my ear has gotten better. It is by no means good, but it's definitely significantly improved from when I first started out. I'm not sure how exactly I would go about describing what a bad mix sounds like. Because a lot of it just comes down to feel. I have an extra shapeshifter. What am I doing? I guess I don't need the Jace now. Let's go and plunk this on, I guess the Ezreal? Because it gives attack speed, so I guess I may as well do that.
Magic coming at you.
I got remover, so it's fine. We can deal with it later. A lot of it comes down to feel. So, like I'll listen to my voice, or like recordings of me, I guess is the best way of putting it. I'll listen to recordings of me, and frequently with my setup, it just sounds fuzzy if I haven't done anything to it yet. It just sounds fuzzy. Oh, hello. Okay. I guess we're doing this then. Last Whisper? Sure, why not? And then I don't need the Trishana. Fantastic. Okay, cool. One off of Hui, so I probably slammed the Lesser Champion Duplicator on the Hui. Just to clear out my bench. So yeah, for my setup, whenever I record my voice, it always comes out sounding fuzzy, which I've now learned means that I need to remove some of the low end. And when I first started, I was looking into, I guess the Dragon's Claw would be nice. When I first started, there was a lot of, gosh, okay, they took the Dragon's Claw. Guess I can take the Ezreal? None of this really helps me. That's fine. We'll take whatever we can get. Slam this. There we go. Cool.
You'd make a great still life.
Sure, we'll take the Runons, I guess. When I was first looking at how to EQ a voice for recording, and also for streaming, there was a lot of general advice that was like, oh, you want to boost a bit of the low end so that it'll sound like warmer and richer. So not knowing any better, I was just like, okay. So I would do, I did it, and now, like, listening back to it, it's just like, no, this was not good. It's very fuzzy. And I guess another thing that makes mixing, like, difficult is that a lot of it is
Wings of fury.
very relative. It's like if there is too much of something compared to another thing versus if there is not enough of something compared to another thing, like you can basically interpret the two as the same. Sure. Try and get some more tank items.
Victory awaits.
All right, what am I looking at here? 3 Ezreals, 4 Nikos, 4 Swains. Still need another Nasus. Still need another Smolder.
Have no fear.
In another one of the streams that I'd done previously where I was making a mashup. None of these are real great for me. Sure, why not? On to this. Do a bit of rolling. In one of my previous streams, because I was mixing on stream to the best of my ability, I did try and talk about, I did try and give examples. How should I put this? I tried my best to describe how things sound and how differences in the mix cause things to sound different. So I tried to use
Your memory.
visible light as an analogy. Where, like, the way that certain things sound, I tried to compare to the way that certain things look in, like, different lighting conditions. And while it makes sense in my head, I'm not sure how well it translates to people who aren't familiar, who don't have the ear. Alright, I need to roll. I'm sitting on too much money.
Good boy, I am.
Magic coming at you.
Victory awaits.
Magic coming at you.
Nico back in her Nico scan.
All 5 costs? I don't think I need that right now. Okay, 3-star Ezreal, that's pretty big. And we'll take that as well. Oh, I'm 1 off the Swain. 1 off the Swain, 2 off the Nico. But anyways, this person who is trying to recreate, maybe not recreate, produce a song in the style of Mafu Mafu. They their approach was really interesting, where they basically looked at a ton of Mafu Mafu songs, and then were like, okay, what features do all of these share?
Your memory.
And they produced this 20-page document where they what is this person doing? Okay, I should have grabbed the barrel vest. That's okay. Even more ionic spark, because why not?
I feel a blizzard coming.
Oh, okay, nice. That definitely helps. That's probably about as good as it's gonna get, unless I somehow manage to luck my way into the smolder. So they compiled this 20-page document and then learned a bunch of skills, including how to use a DAW, how to deal with sound design, how to mix, and also, oh, close, GG. And also, they were determined to write the song lyrics in Japanese, even though they only had like very passing mastery of Japanese. They had friends to help, but they sort of took the same approach where they basically created like a word frequency chart for all of the lyrics in a bunch of Mafu Mafu songs. And then they used that to like guide their lyric writing. Anyways, they at the end of the video they include their finished song in its entirety. And honestly, for like given the journey that this person went on, like starting from square one, it was pretty darn good. And I definitely found it rather inspiring. So that's sort of what got me into this this Vocaloid kick. Although, you know, I've been familiar with Vocaloid music for a good amount of time. Actually, one of the covers on my channel is of a Vocaloid song. Although it's Kagamine Den? I don't remember which one. One of the twins. And I guess speaking of old projects and mixing, I've had a project in process. Sue's been helping me with it, where Lost One's Weeping, yes. Len, thank you. Yeah. Really good song. I unfortunately did not have the pipes to do it justice, but that's okay. All a part of the learning process. I only know that because of fitness boxing, Lamau. That's okay. I mean, I only really learned about Vocaloid music because of rhythm games myself, so you're in good company. Actually, I guess that's not entirely true. I remember discovering the Hatsune Miku version of Yevon Polka back in high school. So if you're familiar with the leak spin meme, very, very old meme, there was a Hatsune Miku version of that song that was my first exposure to Vocaloid. But I'd recorded for this project a while ago. I'd recorded and then like mixed it a while ago. And then, you know, I was like, this is, I'm ready to consider this done. This is as good as I can get it with my current ability. And then I put it away for a while and just came back to it recently. And I was listening through it and I was like, oh, no, there are definitely things I would like to change about the way that this is mixed. One of the issues that I have with recording in general, which mostly pertains to my setup, is
Oh yeah.
maybe we'll consider mages of some kind or another.
Here goes everything.
May as well buy everything, I suppose. Maybe we'll try blue buff.
There's nothing we can't do together.
Yeah, I'm gonna try going mages this game. We'll see how well it goes. Well, that's a good start.
Might comes out.
Having 3 mages. So one of the struggles I have with my recording setup is that I basically create this tent with a large blanket that goes over my monitor and my mic and myself. Grab bag is not too bad. Yeah, I think we'll go through a grab bag here.
Magic goes in, might comes out.
Okay, how do I want to do this? Do I want to just slam the static shiv? Probably not. I could just slam the duplicator for early power. I think I'm happy to just hold for now. And with my setup, because I have the monitor inside the blanket fort, if I sing too loudly, the sound bounces off the monitor back into the mic and it creates this really terrible ringing. And there were a couple of lines that I had recorded for this next project that I was talking about, where the ringing was very much present. So originally I had just did my best to minimize the ringing in the mix, but it wasn't enough. let's just say that it wasn't enough. Going back, and now I've sort of figured out that in order to like help minimize the ringing, to minimize the amount of sound coming off of the monitor and then back into the mic, I basically like put my mic to the side. So I have like my mic on my left hand side, monitor on my right hand side, and then I tilt the monitor as much as possible so that it's angled so it's like profile onto the mic, so there's less like surface area for the sound to bounce off of. And then I kind of like sing diagonal to the mic. Is not the most convenient setup, that's for sure. It's a little bit frustrating because there are definitely times where it's like, oh man, I want to just like record something, but because it takes time to like set this all up. I just like don't have the energy to do all of that, so then I never get around to recording. Or you know, I'll have scenarios like I just discussed where I will record something, think, yeah, that's probably fine, and then go back and listen to it when I'm actually mixing everything. It's like, oh no, this is this is not actually usable. But fortunately, now that, you know, I've gotten more experience under my belts, my ear has gotten better, so I will hopefully be better able to identify when takes are just bad. What am I looking for? Probably this, I guess. Maybe I should have gone for the Vex. Vex would have been good too. That's okay. Reroll with all one cost? Sure.
Oh, snap!
How do I want to do
The
this?
magic
I guess
is
more
flipping
frontline. More frontline is good. Don't need that. Some more damage down. So I think this will look pretty similar to last game where I hold until I hit level 7, then I roll from there. And we're gonna look to 3-star the Vagar and the Vex, I guess. That probably makes the most sense.
Why so tense? Relax.
Oh! 23 HP. Feels bad. So, as I mentioned, I've been sort of putting my feelers out, trying to get a sense of like what I need to, what skills I need to work on if I want to like actually produce music. So I've been I've been going through the YouTube rabbit hole of like a little bit of music theory, a little bit of like sound production, like engineering almost. It's a lot to take in at once. It's definitely a much bigger jump than going from like, oh, I want to do like song covers where I just use the original instrumental. Like I'm not making my own instrumental. Jumping from that into making mashups was a very, very smooth transition. A lot of because most of mashup making is mixing. I basically was able to hit the ground running. Basically felt like I jumped into making mashups, and then all the skills that I had worked on were just immediately applicable, and that was everything that I needed. Like, sure, there were still new things to learn, but it very much felt like I had the skill set that I needed in order to make things happen from the get-go. Whereas, you know, jumping from now mashup making to actually like making music, sure, we'll gamble. Chrono, oh, that actually works really well for us. That actually works really well for us, because Vex is Chrono. I think I can just go ahead and slam this. That'll be fine. Why do I have this? I don't remember why I have this. sell it, I guess. So I'm not sure if I'm like mentally ready to commit to diving into music production. But I think that is potentially like a long-term goal. Not this, not this. This might be okay. Attack speed is not bad either. Let's go for attack speed. Let's go for attack speed. May not be a wise choice, but that's okay. Sure. Blitz can have it. Take a drink. Stay hydrated, folks. Oh, wow. We won one. That's shocking and
It comes to me.
potentially kind of bad for us, actually. Let's see. Chronos do gain ability power. Maybe I do just slap this on the Vagar. Four mage, 5 mage. Nice. So then I can sell this. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Wow, that was a lot closer than I expected. I expected to lose streak until we hit level 7, so... Maybe I want the belt. That can be redemption. Redemption for the Vex. Who else is Chrono? Jax? Camille? More frontline, why not? I wonder if we can hit for Chrono. Oh, Zillion is also one. Karma as well. Interesting, interesting. So there was this mashup that I was working on stream a while back. Chicky Chicky Bomb Bomb and What an Amazing Swing. And originally I was considering like starting the video editing for it.
answer lies within.
What am I looking for? Sure. We'll hold on to it. I suppose. But I was just. Oh wait, that's a chrono. Probably want to hold on to that too. And I was supposed to slam this item. But I've been really struggling to like figure out what I want the video to look like. Because I think the easiest, maybe not easiest, the most straightforward, I guess, way that I've found to put together a video for this kind of thing is to basically like match up to the singing. I think because that is what is most recognizable. Sure, we'll hold on to it. Because that is what is most recognizable, it is the... Gain a copy of each one cost champion. I don't think I need that. I do think I still want to be rolling for this. Oh, okay.
This place is so getting harrowed.
The answer lies within.
I think I'm happy to do that.
The magic! It calls to me!
I don't need this. Bit of an unfortunate set of items, but that's okay. I feel like I need more frontline. Vex 3 eventually will be very strong, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. We'll see, I guess. Oh, this other person is running Vagars. Well,
Yes.
that's a little unfortunate.
No.
I don't know if they're gonna stick with it long term though. They don't have any. They don't have any other mages on their bench. Shapeshifter mage, interesting. Well, we'll see. I like how I have both the giant and mighty, tiny but deadly. %4 max health. I don't know if I really have the front line to make that worthwhile. 10x 30% faster.
Sup.
Another Vex. Sure. Why not? Should I just try and level to put in the Karma? Or the Jax, maybe? Get the extra chrono in? I totally forgot what I was talking about before. Nice.
Nothing we can't do together.
Sup. This place is so getting harrowed.
I'd probably roll a little bit, see if I can find some more solutions. Do I care about the Galio? So I'm gonna hold on to it for now. That's fine. if I found one more Vex, I would have been happy to slam both of the duplicators onto her. Get her to 3-star. But alas. Speaking of rhythm games, I have a kind of a weird relationship with them because I do really enjoy them, but it is frequently difficult for me to justify spending time with them, if that makes sense. Oh, I could grab the Vex here. If I can get my hands on the Vex, I'd be happy to slam the duplicators. Good enough. Shapeshifter, still running 3 mage, huh? Okay, I probably can't look for much else then, so I guess I will slam the duplicators, and then we're just gonna look to level. Even though I've itemized this Vagar, that's okay. I guess worst case scenario, I could just pivot over to Chrono. That would not be bad. That would not be bad at all. Yeah, so with rhythm games, I think mobile rhythm games are probably the way that I am most likely to spend time with rhythm games. I do really enjoy Muse Dash, which is on the PC, which I've streamed before. But generally when I'm at my PC, if I am going to sit down to play a game, I'll like set aside a certain amount of time for it, basically. Like I'm committing to a session of gaming. So it doesn't often feel worthwhile to spend the time playing Muse Dash when I could spend it on something that takes a longer chunk of time. But with mobile rhythm games, it feels like it's less of a commitment. Or rather, I guess the better way of putting it is that I'm more likely to have a small window where I have access to my phone and am interested in like spending some time gaming than I am to have that same window while I'm at my PC. So even though I could, you know, spend an actual gaming session playing a whole bunch of rhythm game. What was I doing? Like this? I think that was the play. Do I want to move my items? I don't think it necessarily makes sense at this point in time. This guy? Yeah, he's still holding on to the Vagars. So I might have to move those items at some point. Oh! Unfortunate. I was really hoping for a cloak.
again while I sit idle.
So oftentimes once I do, like, you know, sit down to play a rhythm game either on my phone or on my PC, I'll spend, like, as mentioned, a session's worth of game time on it. But generally it just feels easier to do that on my phone than on my PC. Which is also kind of unfortunate because my phone is not particularly powerful. So sometimes it can be a struggle. What am I doing with all of this nonsense? Is it just, do I just itemize the, maybe I just go 9 and look for Yumi, Nora and Yumi. It'd be really nice if I. Oh wait, they got knocked out. Okay, so now I can actually roll for the Vagar.
The magic. It
Speaking of
calls to me.
Vagar,
I feel a blizzard coming.
speaking of Vagar,
The old
Nami.
magic may ne'er be quenched.
I am
That's-
in time.
Wait, what happened to my? What happened to my? Oh, there she is. That's so strange. That was so weird. I really want a Bloodthirster on this Camille, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. Nice.
Yes, that was a
Good stuff, good stuff.
No one expects the banana.
Am I done with the Karma then? Would I rather have the Karma over the Jax? Yeah. I think I grabbed the Edge of Night for the Camille. Edge of Night, and then Derek's, maybe? Sterix Titans? That sounds reasonable. So I probably want the Karma over the Zillion. That's the case. I need to find this Vagar. I need to find this Vagar. I'm not finding this Vagar. I didn't see what happened to my Camille.
The old magic may ne'er be quenched.
There he is. Found him. Okay. That should help. That should help, at least a little bit. I really hope I get components so I can make a third item for my Vex. Oh, interesting. The the time pause for Chrono counts as CC, so Olaf continues attacking through it. I was not aware of that. Good to know, good to know.
The waters will run red in thy name.
Okay, what do I want? Ionic Spark maybe would be good. If I can get a Bloodthirster, I would move the Titans off, probably. Put the Bloodthirster on the Camille, move the Titans onto the Vex. Doesn't sound so bad. I guess gargoyles. Do I just level to 9 now? I think that's the play. I can drop that. Level to 9? We'll see if I'm strong enough. I might not last long enough to level to 9. Oof. Alright, last life. 2 HP. Yeah, I think I just have to level and then pray we hit something worthwhile.
This is so fun.
Champion duplicator? That's not particularly helpful to me, is it? Oh, that was expensive. That was expensive. That's probably my best bet. And sure, we'll toss that in. Feels a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Oh, top 4, not too bad. We take those. Definitely call that a W. Oh, this person has a 2-star Camille. Yeah, it's looking pretty ogre. Ah, good try, good try. Oh hey, 3rd. Nice. This TFT set is about to come to a close, and the next set is going to be themed around Arcane, because they're about to drop Arcane Season 2. I'm a little surprised that they didn't time Arcane Season 2 releasing with Worlds Finals, because if I remember correctly, that's what they did with Season 1, where it was basically like Worlds Finals happened, and then right after the match, they were like, oh, by the way, now you can go watch Arcane. I want to say that's what happened. But I think they might be timing the release of Season 2 with the release of the new TFT set, which would be really interesting because, you know, for so long, League has been Riot's flagship game, and because of that, Arcane has been like tied so intrinsically to League. But if now they're switching over and being like, oh yeah, we're now like tying Arcane to TFT, I wonder if that says something about what they're expecting for the future of League versus TFT. I'm looking forward to the new set. I didn't play a ton of this set. Hey Reese, how's it going? I hope you're doing okay. If you want to tell me how things went, you are welcome to. And if you don't have to. That is also fine.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, what are we looking at here?
Why so tense? Relax.
Our future will be
Some
bright.
shapeshifters to start us out. Sounds good to me. I don't know if I'm ready for the release of Arcane Season 2 though. Recently, I've wanted like the media that I consume to generally be
The dragon
positive, have like a hopeful tone, right? Like I'm looking for feel-good media, and Arcane is very much not feel-good media. So I'm not even sure if I could convince myself to watch it whenever I get around to it. Pretty complicated what happened, lol. Okay, well, I want to hold on, give me a sec. Do the thinking things. Preserver. Sure, we'll go for item components.
Our future will be bright.
Well, I do want to say that I am proud of you for having gone through that experience. And regardless of the outcome, I think it is a very big step that you have taken. Do I want any of these? Probably not. But I probably should level. Put another dude in. But with the release of Arcane Season 2, they are releasing a League champion that is a character that originated from Arcane, which is kind of cool. I think visually speaking, their weapon and how they use it is kind of similar to another champion, so it makes it a little funky.
Why so tense? Relax.
What happened was I was about to tell her, and this other kid who I've not even told that I like comes up behind me and is like, hey, Sadie, you know that I like, and then he comes up behind me and that does sound complicated. You know, in hindsight, the redemption was probably better. But that's okay. We're here to vibe, not make good life decisions, huh? Ooh, a Swain? Screams, Reese, you need to ask her out now, and everyone started crowding around. She started crying. She said it wasn't my fault, and now I have to work up the courage doctor normally now. That's pretty rough. I'm sorry it turned out that way. I can't ask tomorrow because I'm leaving at 4:30 to go to Universal. 4:30 a.m. Oof. Well, at least both of you are now, like, both of you have full information of the situation. And she understands that you have that intent. And given that she hasn't said anything about it, I think that she is giving you the space to ask. And yeah, that scenario is definitely complicated. You tried, yes. And I'm sure that Sadie understands that and appreciates that effort. And, you know, now that you've already almost done it once, it'll be easier the next time around. I'm going to ask Tuesday. That's when I'll be back. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your time at Universal, and that this doesn't weigh upon you so much that you spend the entire time thinking about it. Thanks for the advice. Now I have more confidence. Hey, glad to have helped. And honestly, you had that inside you the entire time. I didn't do anything special. You're the one who did all the hard work. So you should definitely be proud of yourself for that. All right, what am I doing with myself? I have no idea. Maybe I'll just pick up some hunters for now. I was originally thinking I'd go blasters again. That seems to be a pretty functional and or viable brain off for me to run. I got barely any sleep the other night thinking about it, not gonna lie. Hey, I mean, it's, you know, it's a very big event for you. That's very, very understandable. Okay, well there's a Hui. That definitely, and there's the Ezreal. Cool. Okay, so put Ezreal in. I should probably slam something. Start with that, I guess. Mouse, cooperate. Okay. Did I go Infinity Edge? Probably Shojin. If I leave randomly, I'm probably getting ready for tomorrow or taking a shower. Hey, no worries. As always, you know, while I certainly enjoy your company, you are definitely not obligated to hang around. And you know, you are leaving at 4:30 in the morning, so you want to try and get as much sleep as you can. When you field exactly 2 copies of champion, they both gain 550 health. That could be pretty good. Maybe we'll go for that. We're planning on 3-starring shapeshifters anyways. So that should work out okay for us. I hope, fingers crossed. I'm curious to see if Riot will continue with Arcane after Season 2. I know they've stated that they are wrapping up this story arc. I should probably level here. Oh shoot, totally forgot about that. Nice. Good Ezreal items. I know that they said that they're done with this story arc. So if they do continue with, you know, another TV show, they'll probably move to a different region and focus on different champions or characters, I suppose. But yeah, I'm curious to see if they will at all. Alex rides her bus and her brother knows, and he was like, Reese likes you, and Sadie's said nothing, and her friend's like, she doesn't like him, and he's been trying to ask her out. I'm fine with this. But why has no one told me? I mean, that's just how people are. No one fully understands the situation, so no one wants to do something to affect the balance, if you will. Which is pretty reasonable, I suppose. But it does feel bad on your end, for sure. Oh. That's fine, I guess. And her mom was like, she likes you, so I'm confused. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily think too much about what other people are saying. I think for you, the path is still very much the same. You still go through with what you're originally planning, and you let her give you her answer. And then you'll know for certain what she thinks. That's what I was thinking. I was going to confirm whichever was her. Yeah. I think that's the way to go about it. That way, you know for sure, and you'll get closure, regardless of which way it goes. And yeah, good luck. I hope things go well for you. And once again, I hope you are able to enjoy your trip to Universal without this looming over you. It's a very confusing situation, though. Yeah, absolutely. Personal relationships are, they are just difficult. They are just difficult and confusing. And, you know, as you gain more experience navigating these sorts of situations, you'll be able to handle things a little bit easier. But for the most part, it's, you know, it will personal relationships will always just be a little bit difficult and a little bit confusing. It's a lot of physical damage. Guess we're gonna itemize the Varus. We're planning on itemizing the Varus. I think I have to do this. Now the question is, do I make Even Shroud? Probably not, because I already have the Last Whisper, which does similar. Okay, so I've been wondering, why did I pick like the hardest instrument to play and maintain? Yesterday my sax broke. Oh no! And a guy had to fix it. Then I learned I was playing it wrong. Ah, rough. Well, glad you were able to get it fixed. And yeah, I've definitely made my fair share of mistakes with instruments as well. The cello bow that I own is definitely not up to snuff, I guess is the best way of putting it, because of some silly things that I did with it in the past. I don't know if that necessarily makes sense. Yeah, we had a warranty on it, so that's good. Oh, fantastic. Three blasters. Man, I've not been able to find upgrades, huh? Also, Sadie plays flute and is like the most non-annoying flute player. Nice. Flute's a good instrument. I think I mentioned it before, but my sister played flute, and still plays flute, actually. So I can confirm that not every flautist is annoying. I think I'd try and level to 8 before I roll. I should probably put in 4 blaster. Okay, what do I want here? Maybe bow? Probably bow. If that makes sense. I don't need this. Most flute players at my school are. Yeah, I mean, you know. Sometimes people will coalesce into friend groups because they think a certain way. and maybe that's how you ended up with a bunch of flautists who are not particularly pleasant. But not every single one is like that. Do I just grab the Swain? Let me just grab the Swain. It'll be fine. Okay. Upgrade on the Ezreal. Do I need to roll? I should probably roll a little bit just to see if I can find another upgrade.
Victory awaits.
Nico back in her Nico scan.
The dragon
That's probably fine.
rears.
I'm trying to talk to her, but when I do, I always feel like she might think I'm only trying to talk to her to get her to like me, if she already doesn't, like casually. I mean, didn't you say that you're good friends? I'm pretty sure if that's the case, then you don't need to worry about that.
How create something beautiful in your memory? Keep still.
Who wants a piece of this?
Yeah, we are, but still. That's fair. The brain doesn't always choose what to worry about. Sometimes the heart does. And the heart can be quite illogical at times. It's always in the back of my mind. Yeah. That's how crushes are. And I know it sounds weird, but I do hope that you enjoy this experience. It's kind of like a roller coaster, right? Even though your body's like, this is terrifying, you can still find joy in it.
How create something beautiful in your memory? Stop moving, please. You'd make a great still life.
What am I looking for? I don't even know. We're done with that.
Nico back in her Nico scan.
That's fine. Everything's fine. I would like more defensive items. Maybe I'll move that onto the Nasus at some point. For now, this is fine. I'm so not ready for driving. Like, my dad does, like, he has to wake up even earlier than 4:30, then drive while we all go to sleep, and doesn't turn on music to keep himself awake, so we don't wake up, so I'm thankful. That sounds like a good dad. And yeah, 4:30 a.m. is very early. I don't think I go for this. I don't think I go for this.
None escape my aim. Victory awaits.
Nasus. I do want the Nasus. That might mess up our team comp a little bit for this round, but that's okay. Ah, that person got Smolder already. rough.
No fear, smolder is near.
Oh, heck yeah.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Did not expect to win that. But we take those.
Nico, teach you a lesson.
Strength is the only teacher.
I might go into debt a bit so we can have a fun time, and he'll have to not as fun time because he's a manager and has to manage on calls on our vacation. Oof, that's rough. But it sounds like he really cares about you guys. And I'm sure that he will also enjoy spending time with all of you on vacation. I guess I'm looking for more frontline items. I guess I could just go for Nico. That's not too bad. It's my brother's birthday. This is what he wanted. Oh, I mean, it's nice that he asked for something that includes all of you. Okay, don't maybe we just move this. At least for now, we have enough. Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty good for us. Now the question is, do I just sit at 8 and try and roll for a 3-star Varus? Maybe? Maybe.
I love keeping my friends around.
When I was young,
Nico, back in her Nico
most of the
skin.
time that my family would travel, we would be going to Taiwan to see family. So I have a lot of fond memories of admittedly very long and boring plane rides, but spending that time just like finding ways of entertaining ourselves with my sister, and then hanging out with family in Taiwan. Remember me asking you what your first game console was, and now you're giving me advice on Sadie. Yeah, it's funny how
Nico, teach
things
you a
work out that way, isn't it? I'm definitely not complaining though. Yeah, I think I just stay at 8. Try and hit some 3 stars. Upgrade my front line, and then if I'm really lucky,
Help create something beautiful
upgrade the Varus.
in your memory.
I mean, maybe just move this back. That's fine.
You thought my magic evil.
Not running away. That's important. That's not super important, but we'll hold on to it for now. Gotta go. See ya. Good night. Sleep well, and enjoy your trip to Universal.
Only cowards run.
Oh, is that over for us? Ah, it's over for us. Rip. Oh, still top 4 though. Not too shabby. All right, one more maybe? I think we have time for one more. Well, I'm now out of water. That's okay, we deal. Thanks for the water check, no problem. Good job staying hydrated. Especially if you've been doing fitness boxing. Hey, baby. Snickerdoodle says hello. She does not want to be picked up. How dare I even consider it? Miku will always remind you to drink before the next song. That's fantastic. I love that so much. What a human touch to the game, huh? I will say at some point during my YouTube rabbit hole, I did think, maybe I will try my hand at Utau, which is the software that's used to program a voice bank, like, you know, actually make a Vocaloid do the singing things. Also, when you've played for 30 minutes, you'll ask if you need a break. That's good. That's nice. I like that. It's really easy for fitness games to like really motivate you within a session. You know, especially if the person playing is a gamer first and an athlete second. It's really easy when you're first starting out to be like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. I'm going to I'm gonna like play for as long as I can. And then, you know, if they're a gamer first, it's possible that they don't get very much exercise on a regular basis. And this is their like first time really doing.
I lend my aid. Yes, that was a banana.
Um,
No one expects the banana.
like an extended cardio session. And then, you know, the next day they're too sore to play the game, and then like they end up not really building the habit. So it's nice that they have set breakpoints in the game to be like, no, you don't have to go super hard. The game will still be here.
Yes, that was a banana. No one expects the banana.
Witchy Wallop. Your strongest poppy ability no longer shields but strikes 3 times. That sounds fun, but I don't know if I necessarily want to run that. Sure, let's go with that. Sword? Go with sword.
Time out. Gotta sharpen my lamp.
Multi-striker, multi-striker. So what I'm thinking, I have some sort of front line. So what I'm thinking is going warrior, witchcraft warrior, and then using the swords for fewer items. Would have been nice if I could sell everything to make econ here, but or make interest rather. But we don't quite have enough. Okay, we can put in 3 multi-striker. And we may as well go ahead and slam an item. So we're definitely off of mage. Great. That way we can make interest. Fantastic. So I'll use Cassidon as my temporary item holder. And then whenever I end up finding Fiora, I'll transition to her. Oh, I should have held on to the Zoe, because Zoe is witchcraft. Forgot about that part. What the heck? Where did this guy come from? Oh, I won that. Unexpected. We take those, I guess. Portal Eldritch Chrono. Sure, why not? Maybe that. Oh, wait. Casting does magic damage. That's okay. I would like a cloak. One bard, please. Dang. Unfortunate. I probably should have grabbed the glove instead. Ah well. That'll be fine. Witchcraft. You want that? Guess we can hold on to that for now.
Beings just leave magic everywhere.
So we can put these back. Good enough. Oh, wow. We won that one. Color me shocked. Witchcraft? Eldritch? So I guess I'll hold everything like this for now. Do I want to level? If I level, I can probably maintain a win streak. But I only have a win streak of 1 right now. There's no guarantee what happens after Krugs. So probably not. Probably not worth spending the money. Oh, this person's also going Witchcraft, huh? That's a little unfortunate. I guess I could do Multi-Striker. Multi-Striker is also an option. Make a fairy emblem? Maybe.
Imagine if I had a real weapon.
Okay, let's think. If I go Multi-Striker... I guess this could eventually be Camille items. And then try and find bows for Callista. Oh jeez, why do I have so many tiers? Okay, well we have the potential for Callista items. Do you think I level? Okay, so if I want to make Callista items, it'll be Ginsu's, and then maybe IE. I can use a tier to make a fairy emblem. I guess we'll slap the Ginsu's down. Oh man. Gold is always good. Starts combat next to a higher cost ally. I don't think that's going to work for the build that we're looking at here. Support items. Whenever one of your champion casts. Not really good for multi-strikers. Guess it's just the money, huh? Yes, it's just the money. It'll be fine. Alright, so we're done with witchcraft, I guess. Guess we'll hold on to Eldritch for now. Oh wait, I thought I had Eldritch. Oh, I need to get rid of Poppy. Okay, okay. That's fine. Man, I feel like I'd be in a much better spot if I had just lost streaked. But that's okay. And of course I get 3 witchcraft in my shop. Level, put in Eldritch. Guess a little bit more frontline. Is anyone else going Fairy? Double Frost? That's Witchcraft. That's Eldritch. Bees. Honeymancers. Sugarcraft. Mage. Sugarcraft. This guy's going Warriors. No, that's Witchcraft as well. Okay. I don't think I'll be contested on Fairy. Fairy multi-striker. What am I looking for? A bow? A bow. No bow. Feels bad. What else am I looking for? Maybe another glove? Maybe it should have been a cloak? I don't know. I feel like I have to level and then roll. See if I can find something. Man. It's taunting me. Oh, okay, just hit the Callista. Okay, so we want the Ginsu's. No, not on her. Curses. Whatever, it's fine. Ginsu's on the Callista. And then I'll want the fairy item, and it'd be nice to get another bow. It'd be nice to have another attack speed item on the Callista. Hecarim Camille.
Magic's fine. Steel's better.
Okay. I just need a multi-striker. There we go. There's the Hecarim. Nice. Okay, so do I guess I may as well do that for now. Do I make the IE? Oh, I should slam a fairy emblem. I still need one more fairy. Foolish! Okay. Well, at least we've broken our loss streak. That's not too bad. Okay, another Hecarim. Take that. Thank you. Probably sell the Mordekaiser. If we get any amount of money, sell the Mordekaiser. It always shocks me just how big wolves are. Like, I know that they aren't just large, but whenever I... Oh gosh, what's happening? Make that, I guess. Jeez. What is happening? Very.
Magic is within you.
Very Bastion. Oh, I can't pick it up. No, sure. No, it won't let me put it down. Okay, there we go. Do I just slam a bunch of thieves' gloves? Is that the play? That feels a little bad. Not gonna lie, feels a little bit bad. But I don't really know what else to do with all of these gloves. Gain 45 gold. Completed items, turn random artifacts. Final Ascension. I don't know if... I think our team runs faster than that. I guess we could just take money. Sure. Okay, there's another multi-striker. It said it was up to 80. At the start of each round, gain 1 shop reroll for every 10 gold above 50. Wow. That's interesting. It'll definitely be good to have all those rerolls, though. Let's see, how does this work? Eventually we're going to want to replace the Lilia with Rakan. That is for sure. And whenever we find Camille, we'll want to put in Camille and Acidin for 7 multi-striker. Oh, speaking of, there's the Rakan. I should probably just level. Doesn't really get me another another trait, but having the extra bodies is always good. Guess I turn one of these into that. I'm still holding out hope that I can find a bow. See if I can make a last whisper on this Callista. Bow on Milio. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Shocking, I know. Oh, sad. Well, maybe we will just go for Thieves' Gloves on everyone.
I feel a blizzard coming.
Do I need to roll, or can I afford to just sit? I think with the extra Thieves' Gloves, I can't afford to just sit. and then just try and make my way to level 9 with, and then hopefully once I hit level 9 I can just roll down for free. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to level 9 like this. But we only have one more combat before chickens. Alright, we'll greed for it. We'll tank another hit and then level up to 9 after chickens. And then we'll have a ton of rerolls once we hit level 9. Hopefully find the Camille, find the upgrade Callista. And then we'll have 7 multi-striker. I also need to figure out who I'm replacing this Poppy with. Honestly, that was not bad a loss as I was expecting. Because at 20 health, this leaves us with room for 2 more losses. Okay, I guess for now we can do this. That's fine. Long term, maybe a Chrono? So we'll look for Vex or something like that. Oh, there's our Vex. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose.
This is so fun.
Sure, we can hold on to that for now. Okay, that's good. I should have put the Zareth in. That would have given us Arcana, and then I would actually have use for these AP items. Oh! This is a bit of an unfortunate draw. Oof. Oh, I guess I could have taken the charm. That's okay. Zareth goes in, we can sell this. Sure, I guess. Why not? Oh, nice, Camille. 6 multi-striker, 7 multi-striker. Put this in. This goes on the Callista, this goes on the Zareth. This might still be the end for us. Yeah, I needed to move the items off the Hecarim and then onto the Camille. Ah well, it's a 7th. Well, given that all of the other games that we played this evening were dubs, I think we'll take it. Alright, well I think that is a pretty good stopping point for me. So we'll go ahead and turn it over to the poetry corner. Tonight's poem is Your Best by Barbara Vance. If you always try your best, then you'll never have to wonder about what you could have done if you'd summoned all your thunder. And if your best was not as good as you hoped it would be, you still could say, I gave today all that I had in me. Your Best by Barbara Vance. Well, thank you as always for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you liked what you saw, I'll be back on Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with more Tactical Breach Wizards. I hope to see you then. Take care, folks.